Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Mansillon. I hope you're having a good day. I want to say that we're going through a very powerful transformation, and it's very important to be able to protect our energy and not be fooled by all the distraction from the lower planes, to recenter in our presence as often as necessary. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you're interested by some painting, I'm going to show some art. Do not hesitate to contact me. I'm looking for good homes. So I hope you'll make a leap of faith and acquire one or some art. For me, Spirit has shown me that there is still a bit of fear around a big black hole inside my life, but it's like now I feel I'm ready to overcome that and to solve the situation as soon as I am able, because I've been carrying, it's like a knife, I've been carrying in my back for the past few years, so I'm really eager to remove that weight. And so I am ready. I'm ready to face whatever is part of that process. For God is in love with humanity, and all the galactic and celestial are in love with humanity, and I'm in love with humanity. We should be in love with humanity. For humanity, with all their flaws, they have an amazing potential and such a huge diversity. There is so much creative diversity and such a rich cultural inheritance. We have such a great art here. We have great music. We have great literature, wonderful stories. So a lot of things will need to be preserved after the shift. Of course, there's still the warmongers, but there's going to be a solar flash that's going to be assisting, that will cure most of the pain and sorrow and the conflicting nature. We'll be living in the one sky, unified in our consciousness after the solar flash. For now, it's like we're living inside individualized, encapsulated consciousness, but this point of connection, we can feel it already, but it's not it will be activated by the sun. For a very long time, I thought that the first contact, because I've been traveling in the ships and have access to much of some resources from the Federation and so on since the early 90s. So I've been preparing that and tried to talk to people about the first contact with positive, advanced extraterrestrial communities, civilizations, and groups. And I thought that they were the ones that were going to bring the shift that would change everything for the planet. But it was a bit too complicated for them to come and interfere with the natural process of the Earth. So now we're going to be able to do that, but with the assistance of the sun. The sun is going to liberate an energy that's going to shift the whole process. For the stars are consciousness, and they're the greatest teachers of light. They are all connected to each other, and someday our consciousness may grow and evolve to become a planet, to become a star, to become a constellation or a galaxy. There is no limitation in the potential for expansion of consciousness, and for all is one and connected on the higher planes, and there are countless potential for the evolution of consciousness within the universe of universes, because the cosmos is ever expanding process. And so right now we're in a personal training to build to acquire a divine character. Of course, we have our human side, but our human side has to be loved and integrated as part of that, in the construction of our divinity, so that eventually we were going to be able to assume much larger responsibility, such as administrative responsibility or creative or all sorts of expanding responsibility within the greater cosmos. But even here on the Earth, we're getting ready for far more responsibility, and we are ready for it. Our higher self has an eternal contract, our soul has an eternal contract with the Creator. And he will continue. It's an eternal contract, and we need to solidify the bond that we have with our eternal self, our soul, our group soul, our monad, and spiritual complex. For the I am. I was trying to read my notes, but remind yourself, I am the presence of God in this world. Know that you are the presence of God in this world. Of course, everything is God and everybody has it, but unless there is the consciousness of that, when there is the consciousness and the frequency of that, then it becomes very important, very powerful, and it will assist others to be reminded of that fact that they are the consciousness of God in the physical form. We are here to remind them of that. But the lower entity will continue to come and challenge us. Every step we make towards the light will be challenged by those negative entities. So stand firm and recenter often. Breathe and recenter. It's important to silence the mind in order to enter into the presence whenever that happens. And those negative forces can also interfere during our dream state. So sometimes this morning I woke up, I was very heavy energy. It took me about 15 minutes to recenter. But when we wake up with heavy energy, it's important to return as soon as possible to peace, well-being, and presence. Because this is just as much a battleground for this, and all of it serves our consciousness. We need to be such a responsible creator within the administration of all energies. So the creator only presents us what we need to for our growth and evolution. And it's all about having the ability to maintain and hold and maintain a high frequency, to not be triggered. For the universe will push our button. All that is sensitive within ourselves will be pushed in order for us to acquire that stability in our response mode. And the ego has the full ability to cooperate with the soul. It can coexist with the light under the guidance of the light. So, my friends, I hope this message was interesting. I hope you continue to cultivate your sense of to return to center as often as necessary. I'm going to show some paintings. So I have two formats. I think it's magnificent. I'm a big fan of my own work, but I think this is like symphonic. Feel free to get in touch with me. They're really looking for good homes and all those paintings. And I'm pretty flexible about the price. I cannot give them away, but I'm still very flexible. So it's about emerald light. And I have two formats of those on paper. This one I wasn't really sure if I should leave it or rework on it, but there's a lot of subtleties. I just need to. This one also I signed. I see all kinds of stories within some of them. They're all very, very unique and different. Although they're action paintings and it's not I can do them, they happen really quickly. It's not like my cosmology paintings that take weeks, years, months, years, some of them to get done. But I'm going to continue with the same techniques, probably move into figurative work eventually. This one I was going to rework on it also, but I feel like it will disturb. There is some subtle energies that it takes a while to see it, but so I'm going to pull a card to see what is the card of the day, and I hope you're preparing yourself. I do feel a great shift of energy today, and it is about being the silent observer, the divine neutrality, to be able to observe the motion of the moon, the emotion, without being, observe your thoughts and emotions without. As an observer, it's important to, and once our spirit, our mind, our consciousness become contemplative, then we can see the unfoldment of life without being thrown back and forth. So I hope this made sense to you. Thank you for giving me a comment. Thank you for liking, sharing. Thank you very much. Not forget to subscribe. Thank you so very much for your donations. If you want a private consultation, you can send me an email. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.